All right. So I was doing a pre-shuffle, y'all. Now I do get a sense of protection from the ancestors. They're gonna do some fighting for you. Now I think this might have something to do with April 5th. But I think that Spirit wants y'all to sit this one out. They want you to go out there cutting up, and I want y'all to understand that Aries is a card of action. He represents Mars. He represents war. Now you go out there if you want to. Now, this is not about repeating history. And I don't understand why people continue to do the same thing over and over again. It's like it's the same play. But people still go out here and do the same thing. Now, I just want to give y'all an example in regards to illegal immigration. We just going to use that for example. Now, these people went out here and cut up. Now, I've never seen them do that before. I don't know if they necessarily had a reason to. But they still getting deported, right? They still going home, right? And I'm going to leave that right there. I'm going to leave that right there. Now you gotta, it's so funny that all this blue showed up. And colors mean something too. Now even though they represent the throat chakra, you know, even the matrix, the blue screen, the blue light, they represent a certain party. You got red and blue. Now the red and the blue in the tarot deck. One is the magician, one is the high priestess. The magician got on red, the high priestess got on blue. The masculine and the feminine. I want y'all to think about Venus and Mars energy. They right here together. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. There's a lot of tension going on. Now, I'm not sure why they picked the 5th to do this thing on. But of course, you know that 5 is tension. External conflict. And out the tarot deck, it ain't near good 5 in there. And Aries is the 5th card in the tarot deck. You start with 0, the magician. Trying to get y'all caught up. I'm telling you, I seen it right here. And everything in these cards was telling me to tell you to sit your little tail down. And I'm especially talking to y'all folk. Go out there if you want to. Go out there if you want to. Now, in the 8th house. Now you earned all your little stripes. It looked like a lot of y'all doing good. Now this card gave me a sense of being covered. But the 8th house came out as well as this card. The 8th house came out and this right on top of Neptune. Right on top of it. This is a literal card. Like it really means exactly what you see right there. The 8th house represents spells. The underworld. Portals and stuff like that right there. But let's see what's coming out. I'm telling you, all the cards was telling me to tell you to sit your little tail down. And you had these people out here in these blue uniforms having you hyped up. And child, they ain't never done nothing for you. You better sit down. Never. Got you in the boat you in right now, believing in them. You don't need nobody else to fix you, save you. Save yourself. Child, listen. Been out here doing the same old thing, decade after decade, getting the same results. Well, I don't know when people are gonna learn. Take your power back by removing yourself. Now let me see what's coming out these cards before I get mad. Before I get mad, because these people, I'm looking at TikTok, I was like, everybody has lost their cotton picking mind. I don't even think people understand who they even is anymore. It's like the identity crisis is real. I don't even think people understand who they are. Everybody is confused. Like I thought that was just for my color people that they didn't understand who they was, but don't nobody know who they is. Like everybody out here fighting for one identity almost. It's crazy. The people with no identity. It's like everybody trying to fight for their identity. I don't understand it. It's crazy. I'm like, what in the world is going on with everybody? Like you got a whole identity and you want to take the identity of somebody that don't have an identity. I don't understand that. That's crazy. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I'm trying to figure it out, y'all. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm like, I'm lost. Y'all don't see that? Y'all don't see that? I'm like, why? What is going on? It's like, I don't get it. It's just like, like a, like you have somebody in your family that got a whole lot. And they still hate you even though you ain't got nothing. Like everything done been stripped away from you. And they still can't stand you. They just want to take everything. Every freaking thing. I was like, I don't understand it. Like, what is going on? I don't understand it, y'all. What is going on? I don't know how people engage in TikTok like it used to be different, but it's something different going on over there right now. I don't understand it. Now every now and then I come across something that's a little uplifting and a little hopeful. But it's like, I don't know. What the frick? Let's see what's coming out these cards now. Let me try not to shake the screen. Is it 3 spirit? It's like the same cards. And look, like the swords coming down on the lamb. Now these cards these two came out, but what was the other card? Let me see if I can think. The Queen of Wands came out. She was in the middle. There she go right there. Now the Six of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. And look at it. Look at it. The Nine of Wands. And look at the eyes. It's almost like trying to blind you. That's crazy. But the rainbow is here. The victory. Now this is the Four of Swords. And the Lamb is healing. Look at this little crown lit up. Now we know that Aries does represent the Lamb. Because he's the baby. He's the first. Now this is the king of the jungle. And look at him. The courage, the lion, the heart. And I was talking about this card because it's giving me a canopy. It's giving me cover. It's giving me messages. It's giving me stability. Because it's 4 feathers. Again, representing Aries. And it's the Nine of Pentacles. It's liberation. It's independence. And this is your energy. Now, of course, I think that everybody represents Aries at this point. I think everybody needs to take control over their own individuality, their own ego, shadow, and be the leader that you wish you had. Stand up for yourself. It's time for us to do something different. Four. And the pathway is next. And change is next. Now here we go with the courthouse. Now I see some money's coming, some papers. You may be owed something, could be reparations. And I'm not talking about from necessarily the government. But something could be coming in the forms of that. Because the sun is here with the number 19 on its ending. It's giving me resurrection. Your masculine and your feminine coming into balance. And it could be your own liberation, your own sovereignty, freedom. Because they waiting on that information over there. It's just like one of those little things that you sit on the outside of the courthouse and you waiting for the verdict. Look at them, antsy. Don't they look like they just waiting, holding each other, praying on the outcome? In regards to this never-ending story. And I'm aware that, you know, depending upon where you fit in this whole grand scheme, the story, the timeline, ancestry, I'm aware that everybody has a different fight in this situation. I'm aware. And there's differences of opinions, where they stand, and stuff like that right there. And I can't tell you how everybody feels. But look at that. It's like you got the total laborer and a false person circling the privileged lady. Right here with the number 12. And I keep talking about this 12. This new timeline. Introspection. And look what's sticking out. 22 and 27. Now on the number 14. Now, damn, we got the 144 right here. And they're the same number. Like you can look at this as 14 as well. But because you see the one and you, oh, that's 5. I'm sorry. But anyway, it's 144 with the message of concern. And 29. Like this, it's over. It's 29 degrees. That's the star card. In regards to these messages, the program, the thought, this is healing. This is the swords coming up out your crown. Look at your crown lit up, boo. You got to think better. Now, there's a lot of people still out here sleeping. They're going to take their tails down there and get hit. Because Aries is about action. Every date that I have looked up thus far, if you've been watching my channel, has depicted some type of war. And all those couples that I have been bringing up, Bonnie and Clyde, JFK, Marilyn Monroe, all of them, child, it's crazy. Yeah. Now you got the number 16 with the solar calm, telling you to stay calm. Yeah. The Saturn is bringing in structure. Now you have the descendant with the invitation here. Invitation is an initiation. Hey. And I don't even necessarily think this is your concern. It's the opposition concern. Because this is all about expansion. Because the 14 represents temperance. They done lost control of the lamb's mind. Because this is a rebirth. The solar clown with the 9 of Pentacles is liberation and independence. And you being covered. You see the feathers, the messages, the incoming in regards to Windows 12? That completion. Do you see it, boo? Do you see it? It's healed. It's here to heal. Y'all don't find that ironic that Venus and Aries together like that right there? It's representing the sun, the rebirth. 19, the sun with the rebirth. You see the light is casting on the coffin so that you can wake up and get your heart back and get centered. You see he got the rose in his mouth. I guess Spirit wanted to show out now with the sun right there. And this one is associated with the moon. 18 is the moon, representing that balance. And change is in transit. Right there with 55, y'all. Look what that is representing, duality. Look at that. The moon always represents the mother. Look at that. That's crazy. That is crazy. With perception. Are you healing, little lamb? You healing, right? Look at your third eye. That's the cutest little thing I ever seen in my life. In the solar calm and clarity. Did you get the memo, boo? Did you get the memo? That's crazy. There you go. 24, expansion again. 24. That's Sagittarius. But it's balance. And that's 23. And that's 24. Centered. There is some incoming information. There's the Jack of Cups is there. This one in love. Peace. And there you go. The ancestors missed it. They bring calm, they peace. Let me read it out for you. So you don't think that I'm pulling you. Ladies, calm and peace, the lilies. Serenity, surrendering is what I preach. Your parents, elders show up under my symbol. I bring wisdom and experience. I signify long-term relationships or ancestry. Contentment and satisfaction is my angle. Oh, it's the rainbow. I like that. Because he got the rose in his hand. Representing this guy right here. With the rose in his mouth. It came out in the last one. There's the North Node energy. And then we have a reflection with the 24 and the 42. North Node energy. But it ain't come out, so I'm gonna keep going. But it's making itself seen. Yeah. And we got the 22. That 22 has been hot. And look at that. With the 29. I told you. That's over. 29 degree. You go back to 0, boo. Look at that root chakra energy. That's a rebirth. The eagle death. Yeah. You got these people out here concerned. They appalled by your wake up. Your elevation. Your ascension. Yeah. If that don't represent Christ consciousness, I don't know what does. Now that's the King of Pentacles. And we know that the King of Pentacles is a businessman. It could represent Trump. 34. Let me see. Now this says key. Oh no, that's the key. Now I bring plenty of abundance. I deal in commerce and sales. I advocate independence and I promote self-reliance in trade. Water expansion and flow is my department. Be careful not to get tipsy. Be careful not to tip the scales between tipsy and loaded. You don't want to end up dizzy and bloated. Now, I'm not sure what that means, but I see the star getting gifts. You know, cross that threshold right there. It's time to put that thing down right there, right there. And let's see. Self-discipline, spiritual partnership. And it's the number 41. We got change and we have moderation showing up here. And look at the reflection. Now the 14s and 41s is hot. You could be saying 14 a lot. This is about expansion. Spirituality, happy ending, as well as love showing up. Alright, let's take one. Healing. Relationship change and environment. Now I think that relationship change has a lot to do with your mental for the most part, because it's 11, 5, change. You know, the external conflict, if you're facing any, then move into love. Now we do have environment here. And now it could be health, the body, green, money. But it's North Node energy. So let's see what's coming out here. And we're going to close it out. But this is good, and I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it. Now, if you be saying 19 a lot, And maybe that's the sun shining, smiling down on you. And I don't want to take those two. I want to take these two. Oh, we got the moon and we got Mars. Now again, the moon is mother energy, high priestess energy. Not to mention that it's the number 2. And we got mommy and daddy out here all over again. It look like healing, baby. Healing. 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 Spirit got this, baby. Spirit got this. Let me see. Alright, Spirit, give us just one card. Or whatever come out, I'm going to just take the one closest to the deck. Now, I do get the feeling that there's a lot of people about to be taken up out of here. And look at that. The great work. Wow. I really do believe it. I just get the feeling. I really do. Mars right here on this coffin in spiritual partnership. He on the chosen side. You can understand that because he bringing in change. The mother and the father. You see, he got that rose in his mouth. Right here in the courthouse in self-discipline. The moon. Be running these things. The moon. Your emotions. Now let me see what the moon is talking about. We can find that real quick. It's on the second page, right after the sun. Now it says, the moon represents the mother of all mysteries. Once a month, it slips into the full spotlight, and then quality disappears. Only to initiate the cycle again, gifting us with the message of permanence. The moon reminds us we are in constant transition, a continual process of letting go. It is the yin principle, one of listening rather than speaking. This card may indicate a time of rest and restoration is in order, or that a new depth of spiritual practice calls. Dreams and memories may be especially vivid. The gates to the liminal realm have opened, and I told y'all, I opened up the, I got the, did I show y'all? Did y'all go in there and look at the message? The portal, CERN. It was right here on the solar column in these messages. The 2 represents the high priestess energy, Maya energy, balance. The 3 is the empress energy. And 5, that change. Now it says, the gates to the liminal realm had opened. The alchemist's task is to be receptive to its messages. Be patient. Though as the moon speaks in the language of symbols and deciphering its messages take time and receptivity. Magic is afoot. And it says, seek into it, sweet child. Sink into it, sweet child. And I know sometimes it can be, you have to get calm to understand and decipher these messages. And sometimes they come in a lot. But you should be receiving a lot of downloads and messages at this time if you've been practicing that self-discipline. It's right there with all these messages. And I'm telling you, you're covered. You're protected. Don't that look just like a canopy? All four corners of the world. Now we know that Aries is coming in with the smoke, so we ain't even gonna read that. We're gonna read the great work. Oh, and it's paid, and it's the number. What is that? 61. Now it says the magnum opus shimmers in the distance, promising purpose, achievement, and understanding. And it says, when will we get there? When will our efforts be recognized? Amidst pressure and expectations, we come to realize each alchemist's life is an accumulation of moments in which attention is placed upon a subject within the laboratory. The artist draws a single line, the poet scribes a single word, the rose forms a single leaf. The magnum opus card reminds us that the alchemist's garden grows from the seeds tended to by devoted hands and the grace of the sun, water, and earth. You cannot force the great work. You cannot claim it or complete it. This card arrives to whisper words of encouragement. You are in the right place, the most important place for you. This is the alchemist's garden. Tend to your youngest growth. Be dedicated and precise. Yeah. Now, I have been saying it a lot because sometimes I know, even though we think our kids is young, they're going through this process as well. They scared, they fear. Just think about yourself when you was a child. And especially when they pick up on your energy, the concern that you may have. And especially when changes occur, kids are scared of change. They are. They don't want nobody leaving their life, especially if they experience loss. I remember when my grandma died. My whole world just went, it just plummeted. It never got back the same. And I feared that. Walking around with that fear all the time. Scared to death that it would be a brother or sister or something like that right there. My mom. I used to just think about it constantly. I was a total wreck. Yeah, I told you. They appalled. And a lot of people don't want to let this go. Karmic behaviors. But they about to find out today. But that is your message. And I'm telling you, chill out. Some of y'all might want to sit this one out.